As I stepped into the abandoned hospital, the air clung to me like a damp shroud. The stench of rot and decay filled my nostrils, making my stomach churn. I had always been drawn to the macabre, and this place was a goldmine for my curiosity. The darkness seemed to swallow me whole as I fumbled for my flashlight, the weak beam casting eerie shadows on the walls. I ventured deeper into the decaying labyrinth, my footsteps echoing off the peeling paint. The hospital had been closed for decades, but the memories lingered in every creaking floorboard. I walked down corridors lined with rusting medical equipment. The silence was oppressive, punctuated only by the soft creaking of old wooden beams. I watched the skin on the back of my neck prickling with unease. I quickened my pace, my heart pounding in my chest. The darkness seemed to be coalescing into shapes just out of sight. I caught glimpses of movement from the corner of my eye, shadowy figures darting around the edges of my vision. I spun around, but there was never anything there. The air was heavy with the scent of disinfectant, and something else, something sweet and decaying. I turned a corner and found myself in a ward. The beds were still made, the sheets yellowed and stained with age. I felt a presence behind me and turned to see a figure standing in the doorway. It was indistinct, a shadowy form that seemed to be made of the darkness itself. It didn't move, didn't seem to be breathing. It just stood there watching me. I tried to speak, but my voice caught in my throat. The figure didn't move. I took a step back and it took a step forward, its presence filling the room. I was trapped, a cold dread spreading through my veins. I turned to run, but my feet felt heavy as if rooted to the spot. The shadow began to move towards me, its darkness spreading like a stain. I was consumed by an unholy fear as the shadow enveloped me. I was lost in a sea of darkness. When I finally found my voice, it was barely a whisper. "What do you want?" The shadow didn't respond, but I felt a presence around me. Multiple presences. The ward was full of shadowy figures. They were all watching me, waiting for something. I was paralyzed with fear as the shadows closed. The last thing I remembered was the feeling of being surrounded. Then everything went black when I came to. I was lying on one of the beds, my head throbbing. I stumbled out of the hospital and into the night air. It wasn't until I got home that I saw the admission forms on my bedside table with my name on them. And the date, midnight. The hospital had admitted me a week ago, and I had no memory of it. I was still a patient,